Welcome back to the Late Late Podcast. I'm your host, Mase in Real Life. I'm here with Benn. Benn Music on Instagram. You're producing some crazy music.
Thank you, bro.
And I'm happy you reached out and we kind of like you said, you saw Matt's thing and you were like, hey, I want to hop on that.
Yeah, Matt's my boy. I seen that and I was like, shit, I need to be a part of this. I want to get on one of these. So
and then
here we are.
We hopped on pretty quick too.
Yeah, we did it.
I think you're one of the fastest ones that like have messaged and has ended up on. I think, I ain't going to say you got bumped a few steps, but you did. Because like I said, you were on my list before, right? And I needed to have you on. So just before we kind of get into things, you want to like tell the listeners and the viewers a little bit about yourself?
My name is Benn. I'm a 21-year-old. I'm not really a rapper. I'd say I'm just like an artist because I do a bunch of different things. But from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and I've been making music for like I think it's my second year now.
Nice.
So, yeah, I really just make what I want, and we're releasing it, and people are liking it, and I appreciate all my fans and stuff like that. I love you guys. I know you'll be watching this, so yeah, that's pretty much all about me. I don't do much. I hustle. That's about it.
You're still fresh in it then.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought you were in it for a lot longer than that.
No, I didn't start too long ago. Just like a little bit ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. It's been a fun ride, crazy ride.
Yeah, you've done some crazy stuff in that little bit of span, this little window, right?
Yeah.
So like, what's something that like, what pushed you to get into?
I don't know. Well, my mom passed away like 2 years ago from cancer, or two and a half years ago now. And she was always like, when I was younger, I sung. I don't know if I'll tell the internet, but fuck it. But I used to do like Michael Jackson like impersonations and shit like in bars and like for fundraisers and stuff when I was a kid. So I guess I always sang and stuff, but she was always like, you gotta make your own music, and I like kind of wrote songs, and I would show her and like sing in the car,
Yeah.
So I kind of just did that, and when she passed away, she was like, she was like, go do it, just do it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I did it, and now we're here. I was just chilling at my buddy's house, Prod Swish. And I was just chilling there. I never made music before. And it was all on his gear, his time. We just made that Million Ain't Nothing song. We dropped it, and then we kind of went crazy. Now we're here.
Yeah.
But looking back, that song is ass. Don't go back and listen to that song.
Compared to the stuff you make now, right?
Listen to my new shit.
So your first song was done with Swish.
Yeah.
Right? So, like,
yeah.
What are some of the producers that you've worked with since, like?
I worked a lot with, like, coming up in the first, like, year, I worked a lot with Keegan. You know Keegan. And that was dope when we had a studio downtown and stuff. But now, lately, I've been working with a guy named 16th. He's just one of my personal friends. He's from Chicago.
Okay.
And we just do it on, like, a Discord or whatever.
Oh, so it's not even in person?
Yeah, no. And I'll just, like, record at my crib, and I'll send it to him, and then we'll just, like, get on a call, and he'll mix it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's crazy. He's crazy talented.
To be able to do that, like, not even, like, remotely.
Yeah.
Like, not even in person, right? Because I feel like it needs to be a vibe. Like, I never made music, but, like, I've been in the industry of, like, creating for a while, and I find if it's not a vibey atmosphere, it doesn't come out good.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like with music, that'd be hard to kind of get a good vibe remotely.
Yeah, well, sometimes it is, but, yeah, we chill, and it's just, like, you can catch the own vibe, right, and, like, by yourself. Like, usually I write late at night or something like that, or early in the morning, just, like, I'll just start writing, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a total vibe. Sometimes I'll go to a waterfall and write a song.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do different shit like that. But with 16th, it's just kind of easy because we're just such good friends. We just make it, and it's just easy.
Yeah.
He's on that new song I dropped, 21. And he slayed that too. Featured it and mixed and mastered it. So,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, good guy.
So yeah, like I noticed on your Instagram a few times you've went like you said you go to a waterfall and write, right? Like I noticed you post a picture at a waterfall or whatever. So so writing in like that type of atmosphere compared to like a house.
A drungy bedroom.
Do you find it bedroom. Do you find it like affects what you come up with?
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I feel like I've never wrote a hard song at a waterfall. Every time I go to a waterfall, it's like a love song or it's like a sad like acoustic song. But when I'm in like a dark bedroom, I'm writing hard songs. So like I feel like you just need a little bit of both, you know. But
so
that's me.
That new song that just came out, well, I don't know. Or it's coming out.
Sick and Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out like last week. Yeah.
So where was that written?
That was written in my bedroom.
Okay.
And I was really, really, really drunk that night.
So you can write like when you're intoxicated?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes like not as much anymore, but I used to drink a lot, and then I would just write. I would wake up and have like 2 songs on my laptop that I totally did. I'd only remember like pieces of making it.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, this is fire. And my voice would be fucked. Like, you can tell I'm drunk, so I re-record it, but I'd have 2 songs, so.
That's true, yeah.
That does help.
Do you find, like, do you enjoy the process part of it? Like, because, I mean, like, if I'm just looking at it in this standpoint, like, if I don't remember writing this song, then it's kind of like, I mean, I'm a very, like, intimate person when it comes to like creating, so like I like to know the process like through and through. So you find it's different from when like you remember the whole process, or like when you write a song like that, do you get like a different vibe from the song?
It depends. Like yeah, a little bit, because like it depends what type of song too, because like if you're sitting down writing a song that really means something to you, like you can do that when you're drinking, obviously, but if you're gonna do it and you're just like obviously, like you said, you're gonna remember the whole thing. Like I feel like you can honestly maybe make a better song, but it's fun to do it like that.
Well, and it makes some crazy stuff. Like
yeah, and you can just like I feel like you're more loose, but that's just me. Like I'm not saying go drink and make music, because I don't even really do that anymore. But yeah, it's
no,
just,
that makes sense.
You know, you gotta loosen up sometimes, and that helps.
Okay, yeah. So like you're really fresh into the scene, right? So this question might really, I mean, it's changed in the last 2 years, but like, what do you see any difference like in the music scene in Fredericton from like when you started to now?
There's a lot more.
Yeah, it's a pretty saturated market now for sure.
Yeah, I feel like everybody wants to be a rapper nowadays, but that's cool. I love that. Like I'll support. Like, you'll see me on my Instagram. I support a bunch of other artists, and especially, like, hometown artists, which is cool.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I'd say just, like, more people, which is great. I think the more people, the better. Like, if you're going to create, right?
That's true. See, like, the music industry is one of them industries I don't think is a bad thing when it's saturated.
Yeah.
Because it's... I don't know how to, like, so it's not like with photography, people hire us, right? Or videography, people hire us. With you guys, it's like you can have a concert and have 15 of you there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You have a concert, you usually only have one photographer.
Yeah.
So it's like, in the sense of my industry's saturated, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Which it is saturated.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's really saturated.
There is a lot of photographers. Yeah.
And that's why, like, I'm trying to change it up. Like, I've been doing video. I've been doing this. I've been, you know, like, there's a lot of like little things you add in. And with music, like you said, you create. You don't really look at yourself as a rapper. You're a creator, right?
Yeah.
Or an artist, I think is what you
said,
right?
Yeah.
So like some of your past projects that you really enjoyed, like some of the ones you got to work on, or some of the ones you ran, or music videos, whatever. Like, what's something that you really like? Proud of.
I like one of my favorite times working on music was going to Toronto and filming the Runaway music video. Me and my buddy Andrew flew out there, same as Forever, and we shot that. And like, I think like he was late. The airport fucked up his flights or whatnot, and we were only there for like 3 days. So he was like a whole day late. And then he finally got there. We only had, like 2 days, right?
Yeah.
So we had to shoot it all in that morning. And we shot like 16 hours straight and got it. Because we shot 2 videos that day, actually. One never came out yet. It's one with Ethan Moulton.
Okay.
I don't know why it never came out. That's Ethan's one. But it should come out. I'm going to get them to drop that now that I think about it. But, yeah, we shot for 16 hours straight. And it was just ridiculous.
That's intense.
But it was fun. Like, we went everywhere around the city and, like, ran around and fucking ate everywhere.
Well, that's kind of like what they talk about, like, when you tour, right?
Yeah.
It's a hectic thing. It's, like, fast-paced. It's crazy. But it's fun.
Yeah. Sackville was crazy, too.
Yeah?
That was one of my, I had a concert in Sackville with a couple of my buddies. And there was, like, mad people there, probably 400, 500 people.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy. Like, the energy there was just, like, no other that night.
So do you perform quite a bit or no?
Yeah. Well, this year I kind of been like slowing down. I performed at the Broken Record for a festival, Living Roots Festival, earlier this year.
Yep.
And I got 2 coming up back to back from the 50th anniversary of hip hop tour. This Choclair guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a rapper from around here, and I'm gonna be in Moncton, Fredericton. So I'm doing a little bit. I think I'm gonna pick it back up. Okay. But I've been busy like with other stuff because I own a company and stuff too. So like it gets busy, but
well, you gotta hustle, right?
Yeah,
you gotta make that money. I understand that. I understand that fully.
Exactly.
So do you find that like you're still writing music, obviously?
Oh yeah, all the time.
So like having your own company and doing that doesn't affect the writing part? Like you still have time to write and whatnot?
Oh yeah. Well, owning your own company is easy. It's easier to write because you don't have like a every day, right? Or you can like,
that's
if
true.
you want to take a day off and write, you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm usually pretty free, so it frees up for writing, and I try to write like 2 songs a week. Usually.
Okay, that's pretty good.
If I don't, I kind of beat up on myself. I'm like, fuck, you asshole.
I didn't get to write anything.
Like, you should be writing. You're doing nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Man, we're pumping through these questions. You're kind of like, you're getting them right to the point. That's what I like, though. It's good. A lot of people, they'll ramble on, man. They'll like, they'll take a question and they'll end up like, if the question's about dogs, they'll end up over here about like corn dogs. Right? Yeah. Like they'll just take the conversation completely opposite.
Yeah, I'm like not the best socially, which most artists aren't. I feel like I don't go out or anything like that. I'd rather like I said, hit a waterfall or something like that. So I'm pretty straight to the point. I'm usually just, but I'm trying to fucking talk, but.
That's good though. Being like kind of more controlled with what you're saying is important, especially in the industry, right? You get an interview or something like that, and you hop up there and you just start
being an idiot.
Just start talking random stuff.
Yeah,
makes no sense or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm lucky enough that I'm all right with words. I have dyslexia too, so it's weird when I get into this state because people don't know dyslexia screws up like the way you talk sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I get in this state, it's different because like maybe my mind's running slower or faster. I don't know. Whichever way. But I don't really screw up that much when I talk on this. I'll get like ums and ahs, but
you're locked in.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I enjoy it so much. It's like, this is fun. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Up and coming projects. Do you got any like cool ones that we can talk about? Like,
yeah, man, I got a bunch of cool stuff coming out. I'm gonna drop a bunch of songs like up to December. I may drop like another EP, maybe like 5-song EP. I think I'm gonna drop an EP with my friend Stardom.
Okay.
He's one of the best artists I've ever heard personally.
Is he local?
No, he's from Washington.
Okay.
But one of my best friends, and man, this guy is so talented. Like, so talented. He can make 23. I've seen him make 23 songs in a day, and they're all bangers. Like,
that's intense.
They're all hard.
Yeah.
The guy is an absolute monster, and me and him have like 7 songs together right now. So
he just has a full bank of like,
I don't know,
creativeness.
There's something really wrong up there to be able to come up with that many
really
songs.
Wrong or something really right. One of the two. Most likely wrong though.
Yeah.
So do you find like your music, like a lot of it's like you have some summer songs that are kind of like bumpy and like vibey, but like Sick and Tired, right? Like, yeah. I'm guessing that's a pretty like it's meant to be a darker song.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right. So like, do you want to like dive into like the backstory behind it?
Oh, I feel like that one, I was just pissed that day.
So it wasn't even like a whole long thing. It was just a one-day thing. You know what? I don't feel good today. I'm writing a song about today.
I don't know. I was going through a breakup and shit, and I was just like, I don't know. I was just bum sore, I guess. And I was just like, fuck, I'm sick. I was literally sitting there, and I was like, I'm sick and tired of this shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put that in a song. And then that's what I did. And I found a cool beat. Yeah, and it worked. So I just went along with it. And I was like, fuck, this is how I feel. I know people are going to feel like this too.
Yeah. That's like your little reels that you do with it, right?
Yeah.
The like quick little clips and stuff. The one where you're sitting out like Taymouth on the road there.
Yeah.
Such a good area to shoot stuff at because it's such a like post-apocalyptic kind of feel. and it's so close to us. It's
Yeah.
just like a hop, skip, and jumping away. And you're
Yeah,
there, right?
that's all it is, man. Like, I find there's so many cool places around here. Like, you can make a sick video in a field, bro.
Oh, 100%.
That's all you need is a field or, like, somewhere like that, the broken road, but
Yeah.
that's all you need. You don't need anything
I mean,
fancy.
it comes down to the vibe, right? Like, if you're going for a beat that's kind of like party-wise, like, obviously you want something party-ish.
Yeah.
If you want something like, there's like a lot of your music, I feel like you could stand in the field and just rap to the camera and it'd be
Yeah.
because your music isn't really like,
I'm not flexing.
you don't sound like it should be in a, like, that you should be in a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
And I hate clubs, so that makes I don't ever want to be in a club.
well, it's cool to see like I've been around the industry for a little bit, so like I noticed like a lot of the music before, like hip hop and stuff, was so, I don't want to say dark, but
It is kind of
like gangster is what I'm gonna use the word gangster. That's what I'm gonna use.
You get into that.
So like that's how the vibe was before, right?
Yeah.
And your stuff isn't like that. Your stuff is like an actual, like, you don't really rap. It's more of a like a sing. I don't want to say singing. It's more like it's in between singing and rapping. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's in the middle somewhere.
yeah. So it's nice to hear something local come out like that, rather than like just someone. No hate
Yeah,
to
no
people
hate,
just trying
no
to be
hate.
more rappers, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're coming out with a new style, which is cool,
Mhm.
and I love that.
Yeah.
Because you're not just kind of like cookie cuttering it. you
Yeah,
know?
I think you should be you know? Like,
Yeah.
when you're making music, especially, like, you can't act like someone else.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're just not it's got to be authentic for people to really connect with you. It's got to be authentic.
That's true.
And people can see that shit. You see through that shit in a second nowadays. I mean, I know I can.
Yeah.
Like, guys, yeah, it's bad, but, man, if that's what makes them happy, they should do it. But I think they should be I think being themselves would make them a lot more happy. And I
Yeah.
think people would connect with their shit more.
And that's key, right? Is
Yeah.
having people relate to it.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
key.
Matt talked about it a little bit. Like, he doesn't even put that much music out anymore because he just doesn't care.
Mhm.
But when he does, he's had people reach out to him and say how much his music helped them, right?
Mhm.
And that's kind of a push for artists to be like, oh,
Yeah.
my stuff is helping you. Like, this is cool. So I'm going to pursue it more.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the main things for me on that. Like, I feel like if I helped one person, then it's like, that's all, I did my job. But
Yeah.
I love getting those messages when people are like, oh, I connected this, and like, or you helped me through this. And I'm like, I helped them, but I'm not even, like, they don't even know me. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that stuff too, because like that, obviously, that's the best feeling as an artist, is to have someone actually like connect with your music and to enjoy it and want to show other people it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually like, how you were saying, like, if you help one person or whatever, there's a saying, like, this is biblical stuff, but like I always just, my brain just is everywhere all the time, right? But there's a saying in the Bible, or like a verse in the Bible, where it's like there'll be more joy for one sinner that comes to Christ. It's not worded like that, but like comes to Christ or whatever, than 1,000 righteous people. So like the fact that there's more joy
Yeah.
for one person
Yeah.
than 1,000 people is crazy, right? So it's the same kind of concept. Like, you help one person, that one person's a huge thing,
Yeah.
It's
It's huge. That's one person, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole being. And I feel like I know what it feels like to be a hater too, because I definitely was a hater when I was younger. Like, I was a sore loser.
Yeah.
But, like, that obviously changed growing up. I love seeing people win nowadays. But that's what I mean. I know how it feels to be a hater. It's fucking draining. And, like, people are just like, yeah, it's hard.
What
but
the worst part is like,
it's better.
if you were like that before, or even if you weren't, and then when you come to liking people or like seeing people succeed, people see that and that they hate on you for that.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
And it's like, man, like, I'm just, trying to enjoy life and be excited for other people to do good. And there's always going to be haters. Like, no matter what you do, you could be like the best at something. There's going to be that one guy, oh, you suck. Your stuff is trash.
Always. There's always somebody, some TikTok comment or something like that.
TikTok
It's
comments.
just like, I hate you, die.
They're the best.
I get some crazy ones sometimes. I'm like, you, my friend.
So do you push TikTok quite a bit?
No, not really. I used to.
Is it Instagram you push or what?
Yeah, I do a lot. Most of my shit's on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else. like Facebook too, I guess. But
I mean, as an artist, you really don't push Facebook.
No.
It's either Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah,
and
TikTok's good though.
TikTok, you can grow so fast, especially with music. You can produce a song, put it out there, and the next thing you know, it's a real or like a sound.
Oh yeah.
The next thing you know, you're like 500,000 freaking monthly listeners on Spotify.
You just need the right song, man.
It's what it is. People resonate with all random things, right? Like,
there's some weird stuff that blows up nowadays, bro.
There is. Well, I think it's it's a, I don't know. It's a very dark time, I guess. Yeah, we'll use that.
It's dark. It's dark.
We'll use that. Just some of the stuff coming out is pretty crazy. And what's something you would have told your 13-year-old self? Like now, like if you could go back and be like, hey man, yada yada, whatever, right?
One thing I would say is just spend more time with people that you love would be the main thing, and just like tell people you love them, and to be nicer to people, because there's no point in being mean, or like even if you are sad or you think bad of yourself, then I don't know. I would just tell myself to cheer up. I would just tell myself to be happy and be nicer to people, probably.
Yeah, that's see, you said you don't get whatever when we were talking earlier. You should have like grabbed the mic and looked at the camera for that one.
Be nicer to people. Young Ben.
Young Ben, you gotta listen.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one though. I haven't ever had anybody really like. To me, that's something I would have said.
Yeah.
Like something like, like spend more time with loved ones.
Yeah.
Out of the amount I've done this podcast, I haven't had someone answer to spend more time with loved ones. So
yeah.
It's cool to see that, it kind of tells you can tell a lot by a person by what how they answer that.
Yeah, well, it's different for some people, right? Like, I didn't grow up, I didn't have any grandparents. Like, I lost my grandparents really young, and my mom, obviously, and, like, a lot of my friends. So, like, it's different for some people, but, like, when you are older, and if you do still have those people right now, you go out to, like, dinner or something, you see, like, a grandpa and his daughter or granddaughter or whatever, and they're eating, and that's just, like, the only thing that's like the nicest thing, right? And they're like, you're like, damn, they don't even know how good that is.
Yeah,
like they don't even know how good they have it right now.
That's true.
So that's what I would tell myself. I'd be like, go do some more shit with people that aren't gonna be around forever.
Yeah,
and mainly, be happy. Don't waste time being a dickhead.
I love it.
That's what I would say.
I love it. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, though. That's a good answer. So who's someone you'd want to perform with or work with? I guess doesn't have to be perform. It could just be
dead or alive.
Yeah. Oh, you read that. That's where you read the questions. I was going to say, how'd you know that? Yeah. Let's actually do it like this, okay? Give me the first person that comes to mind that's alive, right, that you would want to perform with, and someone that's not alive that you'd want to perform with.
Okay.
Or work with. Could be
alive, I would pick. Damn, I don't even know. Who do I like? That's alive. Nobody. I'm just kidding. I would like to work with. I'm trying to think like who's my favorite artist right now. Who would I like to work with? I listen to a lot of country now, and I don't know if I'd perform with one of them. I would say I like Kid Laroi, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, Kid Laroi would be fun to perform with. Or Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. See, I feel like your music mixed with, like country would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like, that's all I really listen to. Like, people would never think of that when they see me, but
no.
I fish all the time. And I just listen to country music all the time.
That's what you're bumping, country music all the time?
Yeah, all the time. Tyler Childers, Morgan Wallen.
Why aren't you down to Moncton? Listen.
I'm here.
Listen. Oh, well, you could have went there. You could have rescheduled.
No.
I would have came down Moncton with you.
No.
We could have went and did it right there.
I'm not good around big groups of people like that.
So you don't like concerts?
I like concerts, but like not
you
like
VIP, so you can be in your own little booth.
I'm kind of like that. I don't need VIP. I'm not bougie like that, but I'd rather like like a seat or like or like just like be with like my homies. Like there's too many people, you know.
Yeah.
That's just madness.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
I used to be able to do it. I went to Oshiega a couple times, but now I just don't like it as much.
Now how's that?
It's like a bunch of sticky people. They're just sticky and annoying and loud.
Yeah.
But they're having fun. I was having fun. But yeah, I'd rather. It's just not the greatest experience for me personally. But I know people love it.
I like more smaller, like bars and stuff.
Yeah,
like when music's
same.
there, it's just more intimate, right? And
Yeah, I would perform there, but
yeah, performance a little. I mean, so you're not good with like being in crowds, but if you're in front of a crowd, you have no issue.
Yeah, I can perform in front of crowds, no problem.
Yeah,
I just don't think I like that many people surrounding me.
it's true. So where you draw inspiration from when you perform? Like, is it like just you just kind of build off your music type thing, or you just feel off the crowd?
Yeah, it's usually like it depends. My last show was really good because during COVID it was different because there was like seats. Like I started performing when COVID was like just over, right?
Yeah.
So everyone had to be like seated.
And
which
so far apart.
Totally fucked up the vibe.
Yeah.
Of a show. Like when people are sitting and you're trying to perform,
they're just like, this is good.
Like the most they can do is, yeah, bro, go.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not lit. But when the last show I did, I was like, I literally took all the chairs and threw them to the side before I performed. I was like, nobody's sitting.
You gotta stand up and dance.
Yeah, you have to stand up. And
That's
it was
good.
so much better.
Mm-hmm.
It was lit. And like the energy in there was crazy. That was downtown, Broken Record. Shout out them for always letting me perform. Thank you. But that was a real fun one because everybody was standing and it was like real close. Everybody's real close. I did some sad songs, like acoustic songs.
Yeah.
It was cool. That was a good one.
That's good. I like that. So what's a piece of advice that you'd give somebody wanting to get into the music scene? Because you're still fresh in it, right? So like, so the advice you would give would be, important nowadays, right? Because it's hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, I would say, what's the best advice I would give to somebody if they ask me? I would say, yeah, like I said earlier, be yourself, and don't like craft your art after somebody else's. It's okay to take inspiration. Obviously, I take inspiration all the time, but don't craft your sound and like put your sound in a box to someone else's. And always just be yourself, and you will make your best music. And don't stress anything, because when you start stressing stuff, like when you start making money and doing shows, if that's where you're going, if that's the route you want to go, and you're like actually stressed to make songs or you're stressed to post content, it gets a lot less fun than when, and you're like, I feel like your everything in quality goes down. I feel like your mental health goes down a lot, and your physical health can go down because of that, and just like the quality of post, quality of music, I think it all goes down. So just like make sure not to take it so seriously if that's what you're gonna do, and just like don't stress about things, because if you have real fans, then they're gonna be there the next morning. If you don't post, like you don't have to stress.
Everything will fall in place type thing.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That's some good advice, though.
I would say that's the best advice.
Stressing some, like, it can really mess stuff up.
No,
big time.
I'm bad, and that's my own I need to take my own advice because I stress about stuff all the time. But I try to catch myself now. I'm like, chill, like it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be there tomorrow. Like it'll be okay.
Yeah, because it seems like you got a pretty good like a fan base. Like they seem pretty solid. Like you got good interaction, it looks like, on your posts and things like that, right? Which is important, because having good fan base, especially as a musician, is key, right?
Well, without them, I'd be shit all. Like I have boys and girls that I know have been there since the start, and you can see I have people that play my songs like 400 times in a month. Like, how are you gonna play a song 400 times in a month? You're sick.
It's on that playlist, and
you're absolutely sick, bro. Like, do not play my songs 400 times a month.
That's like, that'd have to be like
that's insane.
A bunch of times a day. Like that would be like.
And there's a couple of them, and I'm like, I love them to death. I love you so much, but like, are you okay? Because, Like, I got real loyal fans, I feel like, and
They
supporters.
really like the vibe of the music. They like you as a person, it seems like, because that's key, right? If people don't like you,
yeah,
they're not gonna like your music.
no,
You know, they might be like, oh, this stuff's all right, but I don't like Ben.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm sure there's a handful that.
Oh, 100%.
that,
Or people that like you and just don't like your music, right? But it's
Exactly.
It's how this is how the scene is, right?
Not everybody can like everything.
No. And if you can, you're lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
Yeah, to yourself.
You're being a yes man at that point.
Yeah. Where are you drawing your oh, this is a different question. I was jumping a question.
No worries.
So your album art, right? It's very like cartoony and animated.
Yeah.
So where are you drawing your inspiration from?
Usually a lot of them, me and Andrew, my buddy Andrew, same as Forever, we came up with them, and we would just be like on the phone or together and just listen to the song on repeat. Same way we craft videos, really. And I'll do it by myself too. Just listen to the song, and I have like really good artists on my team. And they're so talented. I don't know how the hell they bring what I say to life, because they'll just go on there super fried and be like, yeah, I want me laying in a hospital bed with a nurse and a IV thing full of lean, like for my sick and tired one.
Yeah.
And they're like, and it just pops out 6 days later, just like that.
That's good stuff, though.
That's really how it happens. We just brainstorm, sit there, get baked, brainstorm, and just type it all out to my buddy, and he comes up with it, and he never misses. It's fire.
So do you find that's key in the industry, is having a good team behind you?
Yeah.
Like with everything, not just like, you know, producing like album art, everything.
Yeah, you got to have a good team.
Yeah.
And I have the best team. I don't have much of a team, but they're the best.
Yeah.
They're like the Avengers.
The guys you have are the guys that you need.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
So like obviously in any industry, mental health is a huge thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, what's your best way of dealing with it in the industry? Because like, I mean, dealing with mental health outside of the industry, like if you're not a musician or you're not a creator, it's different because you're not getting, you know, the struggles that we would have as artists.
Yeah.
Someone that doesn't do art, right?
I feel like it's one, don't just start doing drugs. Because if you think you're cool or you think you're a rapper, you're gonna drink lean or you're gonna whatnot, do whatever. That's not the way to deal with it. I know that I maybe don't know the way to deal with it because I have a hard time with it now. But I would just say the biggest thing that I would do, that I do know how to do, is just to not listen to any like bullshit. Don't listen to anybody like trying to put you down or anything like that, which is cliche to say, obviously. And just like keep doing you. Keep dropping that shit, because if you don't, no one's gonna do it for you. And like, don't give a fuck what people say at all. That's the main thing. Like, if you're happy with your music and you want people to hear it, then the people that enjoy it are the ones that matter.
Yeah.
So, that's what I would say.
That's good stuff, though.
And like, that's the biggest thing, right? It's like, oh fuck, people don't like my music, or I'm not getting views. Like, it's not about views. Like, one day you could wake up and have fucking hundreds of thousands of views, right? Like,
it just takes the right person hearing it once.
Yeah, and that can drain your mental health, like I said. And just don't stress yourself out. Don't take it too seriously, because that's how you're gonna drain yourself.
See,
I've done it before.
I think it can go both ways, in the sense of like, it can be daunting on your mental health if you get too much so fast. You know, like, let's say you post let's say a reel, right? And the reel gets, let's say, 750,000 views in 24 hours. To a person, that's going to be like overwhelming, right? And they might not think, oh, it's not going to affect my mental health. It's just like, wow, good, I did this. But then you're going to start thinking, okay, well, now this is the standard.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get to this every time. And then you post your next one and you get like 300 views.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like, well, why didn't I get this? What did I do wrong?
You're going to be really, really hurting.
Picking at yourself, right? And that's what happens in a lot of industries.
Yeah. I feel like another big thing is don't let too many new people in. Don't trust too many people. Especially if you're like in a position where you're actually doing well, and people will be like they'll start to see, they're like, oh yeah,
I want to slide in here and be friends. Yeah.
then the leeches will come in. Me, I've always known that, so I've never really done it, but I've known a couple people that have let the wrong people in, and now they gave up everything because everything's all fucked. Yeah. So like, in the
these
best
people
words,
draw from them, right? They're like, oh, you're getting stardom. I'm gonna just stick around.
Don't let anybody don't let anybody take advantage of you, and don't let people like play you. There's a lot of times that people will talk to you because, like people will talk to you that like your music, that's why they want to talk to you. They're like, oh, I like his music. Other people do, like, I want to hang out with him. And then some people will tell you they like your music, but they don't, and they just want to like hang out with you and like reap the benefits
for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, like if I hang out with them and then I share a photo with us, and maybe I'll get a lot of followers.
Oh, well, not even that. Some people are just weird. Yeah, some people are just weird. Like, they'll just
2023 is definitely weird.
Come over and take a Snapchat of you, like, look who I'm with, like. And I'm not saying that happens to me, but it's just a thing that does happen.
Yeah,
has happened, and it's just like, you're not even with me, like, you're just being weird.
Like, it's like from the crack the door open a little, zoom in. Like, look who I'm with. It's like, no, that's you.
In on the selfie, like,
that's you, like, being a creep.
That's you being a little creepoid.
Creepazoid, I love it.
Yeah, man, that happens. And I don't know. That's why I like stay inside. Well, I'd not even stay inside, but I don't like going outside, like, to clubs or bars, because, like, everybody's weird.
Yeah.
I just get, like, even when I go down, like, Club Chrome or something like that, there's kids that I absolutely hated in high school. And they did not like me. I hated them for a reason, because they were just, like, whether or not they were picking on me or whatnot. And
they're like, oh, what's up, dude?
Yeah, they're like, what's up, man? I got your song on my playlist. I'm like, take it the fuck off. I want to say that too, but now I'm just like, my dad, I obviously asked my dad for advice. He's like my rock, kind of like the only person I got type shit. And he's just like, just be nice, just fucking be nice, and just like say thank you. And I do. I'm like, thanks, bro. Like, but like, I just want to fucking rip their head off, really. Yeah. It's like,
I know what you mean.
It's like so fake. It's so fake out there. Don't get caught up in fake shit. No. Hang out with the friends that you've known forever.
Yeah.
Put your friends on. Put your friends in position to make money. Big part.
Yeah.
If they want to.
If they're willing to do the work.
Yeah, if they're willing to do something, then give them a position. Like, anybody can become anything, right? If they have motivation. Like, say you have friends, oh, you can be my camera guy. He can start building his camera guy. Or, like, anything like that.
Yeah.
Producer. Your best friend can be your producer. Like, usually, like, if there's an artist and his best friend's producer and they came up together, that's, like, the best duo.
That's a solid duo.
Yeah. I wish I had. I do have, like, friends like me in 16th, obviously. But I don't know fucking piss from paint and producing. So, but, like, we obviously didn't come up together. We just met, like, 2 years ago or, like, a year ago. But, yeah, I feel like that's a big thing. Like, if you have, like, a duo.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
It's important to find that, like, at the start, right? Because, like you said, you find it midway through, and it's like someone comes along and like, hey, man, I can do this. But, like, are they really there to actually help you? Or are they really there because
most of the time, no.
Or it's like, or do they see something in you that's like, oh, that's going to make me a lot of money?
Yeah, or they'll be like, yo, let's do this, and then when you're about to do it, they're like, and I do it for like $60. And, fuck. Dude. It's
$60
like, fuck you.
Is cheap, though.
But if you wait, if you wait and make homies, like, hop on Discord, hop on Twitch streams. That's how I met all my friends, is doing Twitch streams. It's like, that's how I met Stardom. That's how I met Rosie, he'd, like, make songs with Travis Barker. Okay. Write songs for his son and stuff like that. Like, crazy artist. Everybody should check him out, too, because he's crazy. And that's how I met all of them, man. Just, like, put yourself out there and meet people. If you get in a crew with people and you actually become friends with them, don't, like, when you're messaging people, don't be, like, weird about it, you know? Like, become friends first with someone before you start, like, asking them for, like, even if you're going to ask them for favors, like, make sure you can do something for them, too, you know? Like, make it a mutual... If you're a mutual, like, connection and you're mutual friends and you can both bring each other up, then that's what you want. You don't want people just like wanting you to like come through and record, and it's like $150, $200. Like,
Yeah.
you can do it, but if you get a friend and you do it the right way, you can come up and make better music for like free and not get leached off of by people in the industry, because that's a big thing.
Well, nowadays you can do a lot like with your phone.
Yeah.
And there's guys out there that make full feature music.
Some of the biggest artists.
Everything. And like cell phones just came so far, right? Like not just that, recording stuff has came so far.
Yeah.
Like it's so cheap to get into it and get some good gear. Obviously there's the gear most people use is expensive.
Yeah.
And it does make it easier, makes your job a lot easier. You don't have to work as hard to get good quality, right?
Exactly.
So what's a question that I didn't ask that you wish I would have asked?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Something that maybe, you were like in your head on your way here, like, I hope he asked this question, or I don't know how you were thinking on your way here, but
I don't think that much very hard. But
this is a new question I added to my like question list because like
shit.
It's one of them ones that kind of helps me build off of introducing different questions, right?
Yeah. I guess
or do you have a question for me? Like either or, like,
maybe I do have a question for you. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
I'll think of one in a second. But I would say, I guess I didn't say who my favorite like artist to work with would be that's dead. I didn't say that. I forgot.
Oh yes.
So I'll answer that one because that's one. That's probably. I think that's what I thought of in the car on the way here. I was like, I hope he asked me who my favorite artist is, like, of all time.
Okay, yeah. Who's your favorite artist of all time?
Shit. There's so many, but I think Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had the biggest inspiration like on me, and like biggest. He was just always there through my childhood. That's like all I listened to. And like my dad, that's all my dad listened to for a long time. So that's what I grew up with, Michael Jackson, dancing like that. So
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely Michael Jackson.
I'm trying to like kind of picture your music with his type thing. I can't do it.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Or yeah, anyone really. Johnny Cash. Is he dead yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Johnny Cash long dead.
Yeah, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, he died a long time
He's
ago.
an older guy, but no, that would be cool too.
Yeah, Johnny Cash mashup.
Yeah.
Fire.
And
I would get on Folsom Prison Blues any day.
there you go.
I need that. I'll sample it. That's what I'll do.
That's what you gotta do.
I'm gonna sample Folsom Prison Blues.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Easy. I already know. I think I just wrote the song in my head. It's already done.
Man, I wish I was like creative like that. Could just do everything on the fly.
It's not, but I definitely have an idea.
So what's a question you'd want to ask me?
Who's your favorite villain from Dragon Ball Z?
Ooh, Boo. Yes, sir.
I got the Boo tattoo. I knew he was gonna say that.
That's cool.
I seen yours and I was like,
oh
shit.
yeah, I got two. I got one there and one on the inside.
Fire. Vegeta and is Bulma there too?
Yeah, Bulma's right with Vegeta.
Yeah, that's alright.
Huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Same, bro.
From a kid.
Same.
From a kid.
My brother put me onto that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like one of the best animes out there.
The best.
Oh, 100%.
I'll stand on that too. Anybody who wants to smoke in that subject, I'm gonna stand on that.
I get a kick out of people that are like, oh man, this person would be Goku.
Shut up.
It's like, do you understand? Like,
Shut up.
Do you understand like what Goku is? Like
He's God.
he fights, and then it's like, man, I'm losing. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna power up. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm losing again. I'll just power up again. Yeah, and it's like he knows he can go to full limit right away.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm just gonna have fun with it. He even says it in the shows. Like,
guy's a demon, man.
he's like, I find it fun. You know,
Yeah.
like I fight for fun.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm only going easy.
Oh yeah. Before I go to the gym, I'll watch an episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, that get you
Super.
hype for sure.
And he's just like training. He's like, I can't right now. I'm training for like 14 hours. I'm like, fuck.
Some
I'm going to
crazy
the gym
stuff.
right now.
I'm gonna go train for 14 hours.
No, I get there for an hour. And I'm like, fuck.
I couldn't imagine, right?
I need to go
Weighted
lay
ankle
down.
things.
Yeah.
Man, it'd be crazy.
hyperbolic time chamber type shit.
Man, no, it's a good anime.
Yeah.
But do you have anything you wanna say before we close up?
No, I would just say like thank you for having me and appreciate all my supporters. And thank you for showing love on like everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been at it a while now, and I still got like all the same. I got a lot of new ones obviously, but I still got all the same supporters. They're not going anywhere. They're loyal, and that's like the biggest thing for me. If I didn't have them, then it would be, what's the point really of doing it? Like I like making the music, but that's the best part.
The feedback from people for sure.
Yeah, just making people happy and shit.
Well, I'm super happy you were on. It was a good episode.
Me too, man.
Where can people find you on socials?
Ben Music on Ben Music 999 on Instagram, and that's pretty much it. Ben Music 999 on TikTok too. And the Ben is my like rap artist name, BENN.
Okay.
And that's on like all streaming platforms. That's what you can find me on.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And they'll be linked obviously below the video, and I really can't link them on Spotify yet.
Yeah,
so. But they'll be on the video.
Yeah. Go bump the new song, Sick and Tired. There might be a new one out by the time this comes out, but
this should be out next week.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Monday.
Who knows? I might drop one Monday. Never know.
The one we just talked about.
Yeah. I need to drop some with Tom, so that's what we're gonna do. But I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It was fun.
Thanks, guys, for viewing and listening to it as much as you do, I guess. Definitely check out Ben on all the platforms. Thank you again, and you guys have a wonderful day.